Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome to our channel. I'm so thrilled you're here today for a truly special journey. We're re-diving into something close to my heart, the power of empathy, understanding different cultures. This video is all about celebrating what makes us unique and discovering how empathy can bring us closer, no matter where we come from. So grab your favorite drink, settle in, and let's explore how we can build bridges across the world, one heartfelt connection at a time. Don't forget to hit that like button if you're excited to get started. The power of empathy, understanding different cultures. Introduction, the heart of connection. Imagine a world where every conversation, every interaction is a bridge to understanding someone completely different from you. A world where a street vendor in Tokyo, a teacher in Nairobi, and a musician in Rio de Janeiro can connect, not just through words, but through the unspoken language of empathy. This is the power of empathy, a force that transcends borders, languages, and traditions, allowing us to truly understand different cultures. Hi everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into an incredible topic, the power of empathy, understanding different cultures. This isn't just about appreciating exotic foods or vibrant festivals. It's about stepping into someone else's shoes, seeing the world through their eyes, and building connections that make our global village stronger. So grab a coffee, get comfy, and let's explore why empathy is the key to unlocking the beauty of cultural diversity. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe if you're ready to go on this journey with me. What is empathy, really? Empathy is often misunderstood as simply feeling sorry for someone, but it's so much more than that. Empathy is the ability to understand and share the feelings of another person. It is like having an emotional passport that lets you travel into someone else's heart and mind. There are three types of empathy we'll touch on today. Cognitive empathy. This is about understanding someone's perspective or thought process. It's like solving a puzzle of how someone else sees the world. Emotional empathy. This is feeling what someone else feels: joy, pain, excitement, or sorrow like it's your own. Compassionate empathy. This goes beyond understanding and feeling. It's about taking action to help or connect. When we talk about understanding different cultures, all three types come into play. Empathy allows us to move past stereotypes, break down barriers, and truly appreciate the richness of human diversity. Why empathy matters in a globalized world. We live in a world that's more connected than ever. According to the United Nations, over 280 million people live outside their country of origin as of 2024. That's roughly the population of Indonesia. Whether it's through travel, migration, or the internet, we're constantly encountering people from different cultural backgrounds. But here's the catch. Connection doesn't automatically mean understanding. Without empathy, cultural differences can lead to misunderstandings, conflict, or even division. Think about it. How many times have you seen a news story about cultural clashes or stereotypes causing harm? Empathy is the antidote. It's what helps us see that a headscarf of traditional dance, or a unique greeting isn't weird or foreign, is a piece of someone's identity rooted in history, values, and meaning. The science behind empathy. Let's get a little nerdy for a moment because science backs up the magic of empathy. Neuroscientists have discovered something called mirror neurons in our brains. These neurons fire when we perform an action and when we see someone else perform it. It's like our brain is saying, "Hey, I get what you're going through." Studies, like those published in Nature Neuroscience, show that when we empathize, our brains mimic the emotions of others, creating a shared emotional experience. This isn't just cool science, it's proof that humans are wired for connection. When we see someone celebrating Diwali with fireworks or mourning at a Japanese Obon festival, our brains can light up with joy or sorrow alongside them. This biological gift is what makes cross-cultural empathy possible. Empathy in action. Stories from around the world, visual. A series of short clips showing real-life moments of cultural connection. Let's bring this to life with some stories that show empathy crossing cultural lines. Story 1. The language of food in Italy. Meet Sarah, an American student studying abroad in Italy. She was invited to a local family's home for dinner, but felt nervous. She didn't speak much Italian, and she'd heard Italians were particular about their food. When she arrived, the family didn't just serve her pasta. They invited her into the kitchen to roll dough and stir sauce. Through broken Italian and lots of laughter, Sarah learned about Nana's secret marinara recipe, passed down for generations. By the end of the night, she wasn't just a guest, she was family. What happened here? The Italian family used food as a universal language, and Sarah leaned into it with openness. That's empathy in action, meeting someone where they are and sharing a piece of your world. Story 2. A festival in India. Then there's Raj, who grew up in India but moved to Canada for work. During Holi, the Hindu festival of colors, he felt homesick. His Canadian neighbor Emily noticed his quiet mood and asked about it. Raj explained how Holi is about joy, forgiveness, and community. Emily didn't just nod and move on. She organized a small Holi celebration in their apartment complex, complete with colored powders and Indian sweets. Raj said it was the first time he felt truly at home in Canada. Emily's effort to understand and celebrate Raj's culture wasn't just kind, it was a powerful act of compassionate empathy that built a lasting friendship. Story 3. A refugee's new beginning in Germany. A Syrian refugee named Amina struggled to adapt to her new life after fleeing war. Her German language teacher Hans noticed she was withdrawn. Instead of sticking to the textbook, Hans asked Amina about Syrian culture, her favorite songs, holidays, and stories from home. He even learned a few Arabic phrases to make her feel seen. Over time, Amina opened up, sharing her love for Syrian poetry. Hans organized a poetry reading event where Amina could share her culture with the community. That small act of empathy helped Amina feel valued and gave her a sense of belonging. These stories show that empathy isn't just about feeling, it's about doing. It's about taking the time to learn, listen, and act in ways that honor someone else's culture. The challenges of cross-cultural empathy. Let's be real, empathy isn't always easy. Cultural differences can create hurdles. Maybe you misinterpret a gesture like a thumbs up, which is polite in some cultures but offensive in others. Or maybe language barriers make it hard to connect. Here are some common challenges and how to overcome them. Stereotyping. It's easy to fall into assumptions, like thinking all Asians are good at math or all Latinos are passionate dancers. Solution? Challenge your biases by seeking out real stories and experiences. Cultural ignorance. Not knowing about someone's culture can lead to awkward moments. For example, bowing is a sign of respect in Japan, but prolonged eye contact can be seen as aggressive. The fix? Do a little research or simply ask with curiosity and respect. Fear of offending. Many of us avoid engaging with other cultures because we're scared of saying the wrong thing. The key is to approach conversations with humility and a willingness to learn. A great example of overcoming these challenges comes from a study by the Greater Good Science Center. They found that people who practice active listening, really focusing on what someone is saying without planning their response, are 50% more likely to build trust across cultural lines. So, next time you're in a cross-cultural conversation, put your phone down, listen, and ask questions. How to cultivate empathy for different cultures, ready to harness the power of empathy. Here are practical steps you can take to understand and connect with different cultures. 1. Educate yourself. Start by learning about a culture that intrigues you. Watch documentaries, read books, or follow creators on platforms like YouTube who share authentic cultural stories. For example, check out channels like Taste-A-Made for global food journeys or Humans of New York for personal stories from diverse backgrounds. 2. Travel with purpose. If you have the chance to travel, don't just visit tourist spots. Engage with locals, try a homestay, join a cultural workshop, or volunteer. Apps like Couchsurfing or Meet can connect you with locals eager to share their culture. 3. Practice active listening. When you meet someone from a different culture, listen more than you speak. Ask open-ended questions like, what's a tradition that means a lot to you? Or what's something people misunderstand about your culture? This shows you care and opens the door to deeper understanding. 4. Share your own culture. Empathy is a two-way street. Share your own traditions, food, or stories. For example, invite a friend to a family barbecue or teach them a dance from your culture. It creates a mutual exchange that builds trust. 5. Reflect on your biases. Take a moment to think about your assumptions. Do you unconsciously judge certain cultures? Tools like Harvard's implicit association test can help you uncover hidden biases and work on them. 6. Celebrate diversity, attend cultural festivals, try new cuisines, or learn a few phrases in another language. Small actions like saying Assalamu alaikum to greet a Muslim friend or learning to make kimchi can go a long way. The ripple effect of empathy. Empathy doesn't just change individual lives, it transforms communities and even the world. Let's look at some bigger examples. Workplace diversity. Companies like Google and Microsoft have found that teams with high cultural empathy are 30% more innovative, according to a 2023 McKinsey report. When employees feel understood, they bring their best ideas to the table. Conflict resolution. In peace-building efforts like those in post-conflict Rwanda, empathy training has helped communities reconcile by encouraging people to share and understand each other's stories. Global challenges. Issues like climate change and migration require global cooperation. Empathy helps leaders and citizens alike see the human side of these challenges, fostering solutions that work for everyone. When we practice empathy, we create a ripple effect. One kind act, one meaningful conversation can inspire others to do the same, building a more connected and compassionate world. A call to action. Start small, dream big, visual. A vibrant call to action graphic with text overlay. Be the bridge. So what's the takeaway? Empathy is the key to understanding different cultures, and it starts with you. You don't need to travel the world or speak 10 languages to make a difference. Start where you are. Maybe it's striking up a conversation with a coworker from a different background, trying a new cultural dish, or simply being curious about someone's story. Here's my challenge to you. This week, connect with someone from a culture different from your own. Ask them about a tradition they love, share a meal, or learn a phrase in their language. Then come back to the comments and tell me about it. I can't wait to hear your stories. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey into the power of empathy. If you loved this video, give it a thumbs up, share it with a friend, and subscribe for more content about building a better world. Let us keep the conversation going. Drop a comment below about a time empathy helped you connect with someone from a different culture. Until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep empathizing. See you soon.